Hey, what's going on everyone? So today is going to be a very quick video comparison of the SMC Takumar 55 1.8 versus the Pentax DA 50 1.8. Just to see, very old, legendary, a lot of people consider it legendary, Takumar series lens versus a more modern lens itself. So I'm kind of interested to see what the exact back-to-back is going to look like. I know one's 55, the other one's 50. Be a slight difference. I'll try to make it as even as possible. All the settings are going to be identical across the board. And I guess that's about it. Let's just get right down to it. Blah!
All right, so first up we have the Takumar 55 1.8, and it is the Super Takumar, not the, it's the SMC Takumar, not the Super Takumar. So it's not the one with the radiated yellow coated lens. Well, not yellow coated, that's only what happens after a length of time. But this is the safe version, newer version, the SMC. And I'm trying to keep this as even as possible. So I'm taking a picture here just to show the absolute sharpness. So all the little hair fibers and stuff on the hood of my jacket is what I was focusing on at that time. Yeah, so it was an interesting comparison between these two lenses, the Takumar and the DA50. Now, the Takumar, it is a pretty sharp lens. However, it's not nearly as razor sharp as the DA50 1.8 actually is. However, in translation, that actually works out if you're going to be shooting portraits using a Takumar, because the Takumar will make it, since it is a less absolute sharp lens, you spend less time actually having to deal with blemishes and things of that nature. And the color rendering on the Takumar as well I found very interesting. It had a certain, like, a glow characteristic to it, which a lot of people try to add into post-processing by using presets and all that fun stuff. So here I am with the DA50 1.8. Just getting all the camera settings to match up and make sure that everything is as absolutely exact as possible, because that's what my channel's about. Just trying to keep it real, yo. Trying to keep it real. So anyway, with that said, once this shot is done, then I will show both of these on screen, and you'll see exactly what the two of them look like side by side. And then we will move on to the final pièce de résistance, which is a direct comparison of images in DxO with magnified at 100% or zoomed in 100%, whatever. So that's pretty much the synopsis of this whole thing. It was a very interesting comparison for myself. See, the problem is, a lot of times you think something is super sharp, but you haven't actually compared it directly with something else. And once you do that, then you realize, oh man, okay, yeah, I thought this was sharp, but it's really not nearly as sharp as I thought it was. But then you notice other characteristics, like what I was saying about the certain glow and the kind of character and that unique look that everybody seems to go for. So anyway, moving on. So this was the Free to Frog section. Okay, so here we have the two images, one from the DA50 1.8. These were both shot at 2.8. And this is the Takumar. Now, the Takumar is pretty sharp. It's not as sharp as the DA50. However, I think I now understand why everyone loves the Takumars, because there's a certain rendering and a certain glow in certain situations. For portraiture, the Takumars are fantastic because they don't over sharpen. So there's less post-processing that you would have to do. As you can see, there is still detail. However, it is a bit on the soft side. But it does actually render detail pretty nicely. And also keep in mind, it's a very old lens. As you see up here, You can see all the individual little hairs and whatnot. However, on the DA50, you'll notice that it is sharper. It goes back to that whole mysterious, what is that phrase? Character of the lens. I mean, as you can see here, I mean, it does have a type of glow. It's really hard to explain, but it has a very distinct look. I mean, this is the DA50, and it is very sharp. It is sharp. However, it doesn't have like that certain characteristic look. It's really hard to explain. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, obviously, the Takumar is not nearly as sharp as the more modern lenses. However, that doesn't mean that they aren't sharp enough. And as I said, for portraiture, this is pretty much what you would be looking for, because it would soften imperfections and blemishes in the skin and things like that, versus making sure that each and every single little individual blemish is there, right? So that's pretty much it. I mean, the DA50 is, for the price, it's an absolutely remarkable lens in regards to sharpness and image quality. However, I wouldn't knock the Takumars. They do have a very characteristic look. They do provide sharpness. They do provide detail. They're just not as absolutely razor sharp in regards to absolute image perfection, but they do have their own distinctive look, and that's why people love the Takumar series, because they're very distinctive and they're really good lenses regardless. I mean, yeah, they're not 100% characteristic less in regards to their sharpness. They do have a very distinctive look, as I keep saying. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So that's a direct comparison between the two. And you guys will see me on my next video.